EB-1, an EB-1 is a first preference category, and it is only available for people who fit into one of three subcategories. There is the EB-1A, which is for persons of extraordinary abilities. Then there's the EB-1B, which is limited to outstanding professors and researchers, and the EB-1C, which is limited to multinational executives and managers. All of these subcategories make one thing clear. If you fall into any of these EB-1s, then these applicants are generally need to be considered the top of their fields, and thus they are required to meet the most stringent of requirements out of all the green card categories. The EB-2 is a second preference category and focuses on attracting professionals who possess either advanced academic qualifications or have exceptional abilities in their field. But if the exceptional abilities are only limited to the areas of art, science, or business. If the exceptional ability is in the areas of academics or athletics, then they would then be designated to file under an EB-1A petition. Under the EB-2, there's two different subcategories. There is the EB-2 Schedule A, and that caters to professionals who possess a master's degree or its equivalent, targeting roles where such advanced academic credentials are the norm in the field. Then we have EB-2 Schedule B. This visa targets individuals with exceptional abilities and that demonstrate that they exceed the standard within their profession. The EB-2 visa recognizes and seeks to attract those who have talent that stand out from the ordinary professionals and the norms in their industry. The threshold is lower for an EB-2 than it is for an EB-1, as an EB-2 does not require exceptional abilities or outstanding. Instead, an EB-2 can be granted if you have a master's or doctorate degree or its equivalent. The biggest differences between the EB-1 and the EB-2 are as follows. One comes with the eligibility criteria. EB-1s are limited to those individuals who are considered extraordinary in their field and have risen to the top 1%. Also, for outstanding professors or researchers and multinational executives and managers. EB-2, on the other hand, are designated for professionals with advanced degrees or exceptional abilities, as opposed to the extraordinary abilities required under the EB-1. Another difference comes from the petitioner requirement. EB-1s can be self-petitioned, meaning there is no requirement for a job offer. There's no requirement for an employer to be involved. For an EB-2, an employer is required as your petitioner, and a job offer is required to be able to complete it, whether it be under the EB-2 Schedule A or the EB-2 Schedule B. Perm certifications is another main difference. The EB-1 visa does not require the perm labor certification process, while the EB-2 visa, it mandates the requirement of the perm process and the labor certification process, which needs to be completed by your employer. The final main difference comes with wait times. Because the EB-1 has more stringent requirements than the EB-2, there are less applicants each year. With less applicants, the wait times for the EB-1 tend to be shorter than for the EB-2. Of course, wait times differ based on applicants' country of citizenship and priority dates. Now, priority dates are updated on a monthly basis and can be monitored on the Visa Bulletins page on the USCIS website.